Good evening, ladies as well as gentlemen, and welcome back to the Hearthstone Naxxramas expansion. This is going to be a, I don't know what to call it, novel video. I am going to play the expert mode of the Naxxramas expansion, which is the same as the normal mode, but the bosses have ridiculously overpowered hero abilities. Now, I have not played heroic mode at all yet. At all. In fact, I haven't even made any decks. So in this video, I'm both going to make the decks and actually try out the mode all at once. I'll try each of the bosses one time, win or lose. It might either be a catastrophic failure, in which case I hope you learn from it, or I might succeed, in which case, yay go me. Now, one tip I received was that the Zoo deck could be a good fit for beating the first two bosses. So I'm going to try to make a Zoo deck. I've actually never played Zoo before, but let's go ahead and give this a shot. So let's pick some basic stuff here. Soulfire, sure. Mortal Coils, yep. Zoo to use Power Overwhelming. We'll put one in. Flame Imps and Voidwalkers definitely need to go in. Let's make sure we do Golden Voidwalkers because that's important. And what else do you put in here? Shadow Flame. I don't know if that's worth it. Might be worth it. We'll put in one Hellfire. I don't know if Zoo uses Hellfire actually. It's Doom Guards obviously need to go in here. And then maybe like a Siphon Soul. No, that's Handlock. What am I thinking? Okay. Then over here we'll do the Abusive Sergeant, Argent Squire, Leper Gnome, Shield Bearer. Is that everything? Young Priestess, okay. And then we'll do Direwolf Alpha. And, ooh, Haunted Creeper, look at that. Knife Juggler. Let's put in one Ironbeak Owl for kicks. I think that's all for the 2-drops. Oh, I could do the Nerubian Egg. Yeah, I'll do a Nerubian Egg. This will be, you know, a new version of that thing. So we still need a Shattered Sun Cleric, or 2 or 3. And that's actually, the deck is full. I do want to stick a Dark Iron Dwarf in here. Let's get rid of this Hellfire and just put a Dark Iron Dwarf in. Oh, Defender of Argus didn't fit. Let's get rid of these Young Priestesses. Defenders of Argus. Okay, that looks fine. I don't know, I'm not an expert, but that's what we'll try. Oh, we need to name this deck. Let's call it Zooey Dish. No, there we go. It's a pretty good name. I am pretty sure more than one person has come up with that pun. So let's go ahead now and try the first. I'm going to try both of the first two bosses on heroic mode with this deck. So Anubrakan used to make a 3-1 Nerubian. Now he makes a 4-4 Nerubian for 2 mana. One thing I'm kind of curious about is, does the AI realize that that's better than playing a card? Or will it just stupidly play 2 mana minions? Obviously, if you have like a 1-4 of some kind for 2 mana, it's much better to play 4-4 using your hero ability for 2 mana. We'll see if the opponent's smart enough to realize this fact. And do our best shot. Alright, do you keep a Knife Juggler in your opening hand? I think so. It's a really strong card. Let's get rid of the Soulfire and the Mortal Coil. Fish for some 1-drops, and we got one of them. That'll have to do, pig. That'll have to do. Oh, wait, 45 health. I did not know that the bosses have increased health. Uh-oh. Well, actually, my strategy for the spider was going to be to use a hunter deck and try to burn her out, but 45 health is a problem. Oh, geez, that is a problem for my strategy. We'll have to wing it in this video, I guess. I'll just probably do what I was going to do anyway and then fail terribly is probably what's going to happen. Right, so Nubrakan plays a Frostbolt, so far so good. Play the Wolf. Unfortunately, I would have liked that Knife Juggler to live. It would have dealt 3 damage, plus an extra 4 with the Wolf. And he does go ahead and just make a 4-4 here, as is perhaps to be expected. Let's actually go ahead and kill this thing. I think it's worth doing. So we'll waste a Mortal Coil, and then we'll play another Mortal Coil, draw a card. And then hopefully next turn, with a little bit of luck, I can play the Argent Squire, the card I draw, and then later on the following turn, play the card I draw in Doomguard. That would take a little bit of luck, though. Oh, Death Charter. That's really unfortunate. Oh, I am not happy about this. Really not happy about this. So now we have Doomguard and Soulfire, so there's no way we're going to play them both. In fact, it's just time to play the Doomguard. The only question is, do I run the Argent Squire into this Charger? The answer is, I think I have to, or I have to go for the face. Otherwise, I don't know how I'm going to win. So I'm way behind on cards, thanks to Doomguard and everything. Shadow Flame is a bit of a mistake. You should have attacked first. That's a very, very, very bad mistake by the opponent. Let's do our first life tap and think. How important is it to get 2 minions Defender of Argus? I think it is not as important as using my mana efficiently, so we're just going to play Defender of Argus, swing for 6. Well, this is actually looking alright. If he does not find removal for my 6/6, I'll be fine. Locust Swarm, well, that's cute, but my guy's still alive, and the 3 health isn't going to matter much if I get to keep attacking you. Power Overwhelming, that's unfortunate. Really regretting that choice now. But we're gonna keep on swinging. As long as he doesn't get another one of those Locust Swarms, which deals 3 damage across the... Are you goddamned kidding me? Well, that sucks. So he got both Locust Swarms that heals him up and killers my board out. Very, very unfortunate. Okay, so the Shield Bearer is not exactly what I wanted here. I really would have liked the other Doom Guard. That would have been great. So we get a 4/4. This will waste 1 turn attacking the Shield Bearer. Stone Skin Gargoyle doesn't really matter. I'm going to be ignoring that. I'm going to be ignoring that as well, although they will be able to kill my Flame Imp, unfortunately. Shoot. Abusive Sergeant, are you helpful? Well, let's see what we get. Flame Imp. Oh, man. Well, we're going for it. I could Power Overwhelming the Shield Bearer and then kill the Nerubian, but my Flame Imp dies anyway, so I don't really see the point of doing that right now. Let's just swing for that and see if we can burn the opponent out. I need a Doom Guard, and I have a pretty decent chance of being able to do so. My opponent would be at 1 health if it started with the appropriate number of health, but unfortunately, he's bringing the mad cheats here. Coil. Oh crap, my board's getting cleared. I feel like this deck might actually be able to beat him. If he hadn't gotten both of his Locust Swarms, I would have been totally 100% fine. It's the fact that he got both Locust Swarms and killed off my Doom Guard and my other minions that caused me to have problems. Alright, so there's a Doom Guard. I will throw away the Power Overwhelming, rather unfortunately. It's Life Tap. Ironbeak Owl is not super helpful. We'll just swing at the face. I mean, I'm sending everything at the face now. What else do I have that can help me go to the face? Nothing. I don't have any other charge creatures. He can kill this Doom Guard easily, but I'm just counting on him being a dumb face and ignoring it. Okay, well this gives me a window. If I get Power Overwhelming and Life Tap into something else, I could actually win. No, I've already used Power Overwhelming. Shit. Oh, balls. Well, it's a loss, although I came close. So we'll concede, and I'm going to keep to the parameters of the video. I think this deck could potentially beat the opponent. He just needed to not get both of his Locust Swarms, and I would have been totally fine. Maybe I can tweak a card here and there, but otherwise, that went pretty well, even though I ended up losing. Okay, let's try Zooey Deschanel against Grand Widow Fairlina. So she, I guess, is going to have increased health as well, and her hero ability only costs 1 mana instead of 2, otherwise it's all the same. So what do we got going here? How much health are you going to have, you filthy cheater? It's worth noting I would have won if the opponent's health had remained the same as it is supposed to. Okay. Let's keep the Nerubian Egg. This will be ready to go with Wolves, Shattered Sun Clerics, Abusive Sergeants, and Dark-Eyed Dwarves. Yeah, she also has 45 health. Luckily, the nice thing about being a zoo is that you end up playing out a lot of your minions, so your hand size is going to be pretty small for most of the game. All I'm really dealing with is the decreased mana cost. Is she actually going to coin Rain of Fire? God damn it. No, she's going to play Death Charger and kill my Flame. Well, could be worse. Could be worse. Alright, so I'm going to just go ahead and do Shield Bearer Flame Imp. This puts out more cards so that her Rain of Fire does less. And I'm got this Shield Bearer now, which will hold up the Undertaker. These Death Chargers are extremely annoying. And she will Rain of Fire. So luckily my Flame Imp survives. The shots go to my face. That's very good news for Papa Boris. I'll play the Nerubian Egg and think, am I going to be actually trading here? Or just going for the face? I think I need to trade, but this thing being a 3/4 is really obnoxious. I better kill it, I guess, before it gets any worse. But I'm not in good shape, because, yeah, her hero ability's been nullified, but I'm way behind on cards. Do have this Doom Guard, though. Hopefully she won't be able to answer the Doom Guard as effectively as the other guy did. Knife Juggler is unfortunate. It will just die to Dancing Swords. I wish I'd had the Dark Iron Dwarf, then I could have actually popped the Nerubian Egg. So Necro Knight is annoying because I don't actually do a good job as a zoo killing a 5/6. I can only deal 5 damage here. Well, let's hope the Knife Juggler throws me a good bone. Nope. Come on, Knife Juggler. I'm counting on you, buddy. Please, not a chance. Alright, well, we'll do this. Get my 4/4, get a card, swing for 3, Shield Bearer. We'll eat the attack from the Necro Knight, and then the 2/1 will probably hit my 3/2. Nope! The stupid Death Charger will kill the Shield Bearer. Worshipper, your hero +3 has +3 attack. This is a broken card, so now we're having broken cards as well as broken mechanics. Great. It's freaking lovely. Alright, let's think. Much as I hate doing it, I have to do this. I'm going to Mortal Coil that thing, which does not give me a card, lose an Argent Squire, and I'm going to play Doomguard. Now, an important point must be made here. I'm going to kill the Abusive Sergeant. Actually, doesn't really matter. Well, I'll kill the Abusive Sergeant first, but the point is that I wanted this thing to destroy its surrounding minions with its Death Rattle. And now I'm actually doing it right. So her hero ability does nothing, and I've got a decent card advantage. The problem is my life situation is bad. Luckily, my opponent is too dumb to realize she should burn me out. She's attacking my creatures instead. That is exactly the kind of opening that I need. And as long as she can't deal 8 points of burn damage, I'll be fine. Now, do I life tap one more time? I think one more time I can life tap. And Leper Gnome. Okay, so we'll kill this. I'm going to be greedy. I'm going to keep as many creatures on the board as I can. Her hero ability does nothing at the moment. Ruby Egg does nothing at the moment as well. And she passes the turn, so she is lacking for removal. That's fantastic.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Let's give some extra health to the Voidwalker, make it harder to get past. I'm not going to life tap here because I am threatening lethal damage. If I need to, I'll life tap next turn, but... Oh my god, Hellfire. Oh no, that's bad. So she's down to 2 health from the Hellfire and from the Leper Gnome, but alright, is this Voidwalker going to get the job done? It is. It's life tap to be extra cruel, and looks like we're going to win the game. So one of the heroic challenges at least can, it seems, be beaten by a regular old zoo deck, and probably not even a particularly well put together one at that. Okay, so that's that. Now, for the Spider Queen, let's take a quick gander here. I'm not going to actually play her at the moment. Her hero ability ups to 2 random enemy minions, and it costs, you'll notice, 0 mana, so you really need to do something very weird to beat my ex now. Here's the idea I had. We'll see how well it works. My thinking is I'm just going to try to burn her out. Now, when I had this plan of burning her out, I was thinking that she would only have 30 health, so I don't know how I'm going to do, how good of a job I'm going to do at dealing 45 damage, but I was thinking, let's just do a Hunter and see if we can burn her out completely. So we're going to put in Arcane Shots. I'll put in... no, I'm not going to even bother with Hunter's Mark. Do Arcane Shots. Let's do Timberwolves. Explosive Traps are obviously great. I'll do Misdirections to stop... divert some... Actually, no, Misdirection is terrible because a lot of her stuff is spiders. That's actually kind of pointless. Snake Trap's pointless because... she's going to be popping my minions back to my hand, so she's not going to be attacking minions. Freezing Trap, I think, is too slow. Let's put in the Buzzards. The Bow is good, I think, because the Bow cannot be popped. Actually, that might be another idea. Try to use a Warrior deck and burn her out with weapons. Well, that'll be next time. Let's go ahead and do Animal Companion. Unleash the Hounds is important because that can potentially put a bunch of dogs on the board at once, dealing lots and lots of damage. We'll do kill commands as well. I'm going to put in, 1 Tundra Rhino. Let's make, yeah, just 1 Tundra Rhino so that I can maybe, like, if I get, like, say, a bear here, I can replay him in the Tundra Rhino and, like, you know, they'll together deal 6 damage. Although it's not very mana efficient. I'm not sure it's actually worth it. Is it worth it to put in a Gladiator's Longbow and King Crush? The game is probably going to be over before I play King Crush. Let's put in a Gladiator's Longbow, though I'm not 100% confident that's correct. Okay, so then we need things that are useful when they get popped back into my hand. So Elven Archer shoots for damage. Abusive Sergeant can give buffs to my charged creatures. We'll put in a Stone Tusk Boar that deals damage. We will put in a Blue Warrior that deals damage. And I'm going to put an Ironbeak Owl. Put in 1 to get past taunts. I think it would be nice to have some Arcane Golems for extra damage, and let's do a Wolf Rider to wrap things up. And see how well this actually works. It's, you know, I've never tested this. Scout's Honor. Let's just get rid of this Tundra Rhino, put another Wolf Rider in. I need to make sure that I've got very efficient damage. If this is actually going to work. I hope she doesn't have more than 45 health. I don't know if she has like 60 health or something. Custom Hunter. Oh, I didn't name the deck. Wow, that's too bad. Let's go ahead and eat some chocolate-covered marzipan for good luck. Spraying stench. Oh! She starts with extra spiders on the board. That's great. Glad that happened. Beast of Sergeant I don't need for now. The bow. I'd rather get minions and get the bow later. I did not realize she started with 2 spiders. Huh. Great. Well, I'll be ignoring them. One question I have is she smart enough to kill minions? Or is she just always going to pop them back into your hand? That is the question. So we'll attack her in the face and see if she's actually going to kill this pig. If she's smart enough to kill it, I'm going to be in trouble. But no, she doesn't kill it. She just sends it back into the hand. I've got to believe that is in some way related to the way that you must beat this boss. Okay. So let's play both of these. Some more damage on. So I will kill, assuming I can deal a point of damage for every mana that I spend, I will kill her on turn 9. Assuming. Possible, though, that I will be dead by turn 9. I'm not sure. I'm not going to be killing any of her things, nor am I going to get any taunts to stick, because obviously taunts will just get popped back into my hand. Okay, let's do Arcane Golem for 4 damage. Notice I'm getting extra damage off the Arcane Golem. I'm giving her an extra mana crystal, too. I'm just hoping it's not going to make a difference. So she sends it back into my hand instead of... You know, I probably shouldn't do that. I probably should not be playing Arcane Golem, especially because she now got an Inabar Ambusher out a turn earlier than she was supposed to. That was definitely a mistake. I shouldn't have done that. Well, stick to the plan, boys. At the very least, it'll be educational. Maybe I shouldn't have put Arcane Golems in the deck. There were other things I'm sure I could have done. So now, will she actually kill the Bluegill Warrior, or will she keep going for my face? That is the question. She's getting Sea Giant. Oh, Jesus. I'm going to get burned out much faster than turn 9 if this keeps up. And she will kill the Bluegill Warrior when it lives, so you're only guaranteed the stupid AI in the event of, if there's only 2 minions on the field. Okay, so we're going to play an Explosive Trap that will stop some of these spiders, but it will not stop this. Let's do Stone Tusk Boar, an Archer. One thing I'm noticing is it seems that this hero ability that I have of mine is not all that useful. But the explosive traps are pretty solid, I think, because they kill some minions. They protect me from damage. They increase my life. And the wolf is actually going to die to this explosive trap. All right. I think if I'd played correctly, if I hadn't put Arcane Golems in here, and if I'd played correctly, I might have actually been okay. But I will lose now because of Sea Giant and the Inabar Ambusher. So that sucks. Can I get Unleash the Hounds? I cannot get Unleash the Hounds, so okay, that's that. Alright, well thank you folks for watching this video. I will stick to the parameters, and in an upcoming video, I'm going to try again to beat the first and the third bosses, which I was unable to do so on my first foray. I'll see you again soon. Please like and or subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Take care, folks.